Rolled out of bed, went straight to woodworking this morning. Felt great. I got out of bed 8:30, then drove straight to the woodworking and worked for 2.5 hours. That was awesome. I want to do that all the time. So that's a new thing that I think I'm going to start implementing. It's like, all right, roll out of bed and get straight to work. Don't have busy thoughts. Just immediately start working on something. Whenever I allow myself time to think, then I think and I'm not doing. Taking action is what matters. Doing is what matters. Tyler does too much. He doesn't think enough. So we're opposites in that when I wake up in the morning, I need to get straight to work. When he wakes up in the morning, he needs to think for a second about what is he doing today. Anyways, I have cut a pair of shorts down the middle because for the longest time, I would wear these shorts from Chubbies, a brand that I've kind of done work with, but it was like an affiliate link. We never really like exchanged money. They just gave me free product. And so I would like wear their clothes all the time, tag them as often as possible. And I was like the biggest, fan of their brand. And then fast forward, I was kind of like starting to decide at the start of this year when I was doing the first few marathons, do I want to make this a long-term partnership? The thought in my head is like, yes and no, because I do less work if I stay with them. But at the same time, I don't get as much creative direction. I don't get to build something that's mine. I get to make money, but it's not equity. I don't own it. And so I cut these shorts in half, because they're super old and there's paint on them. And, there's like this metal piece from when I was welding that got stuck in the clothing. And so every single time I would wear them, it's a reminder of like how I need to make my own shorts brand because this brand, literally this piece of metal was, stuck in the side of my leg. And it's so annoying that like, I was like, you know what? I can't wear these anymore. I got to cut them down the middle. That way I just can never wear them again. And it was a good sign of like, just taking that first step, taking action on starting my own shorts brand, Zeus Clothing. And so that's what I want to do with my life. I want to be a creative. I want to own some type of clothing brand because in every pursuit that I do on social media, it just makes sense for me to have a clothing brand, to wear my shorts, to always be promoting something that I own, Then I have creative direction. I can build out different pairs of shorts and clothing and backpacks and stuff like that and make custom clothing. The mission for Zeus is to be uniquely you. And so then we get to share a cool brand vision as well. We get to help people have courage, encourage others, give people courage to move forward and do things that they want to do in this life by wearing the clothes that they think aligns with like who they truly are, so like uniquely you, being uniquely you, expressing who you are. So for me, that's like wearing my yellow sandals or, yellow Birkenstocks or the yellow phone case on my phone. Like that's my color. I'm yellow. It's like a happy color. I'm always smiling. My dad's favorite flower was the sunflower, and it's got yellow petals, yellow leaves on it. And so that's a cool part as well, is that, my sister and I and my mom and we get to share that yellow is a cool color. But all that is to say, like me taking this step of cutting the shorts down the middle, is kind of stupid. It's like, all right, it's just cutting a pair of shorts. But B, it's really serious at the same time. It's like, this is something that has defined my life. If you've known me for the past 5 years, 7 years, I think freshman year in high school, or maybe 8th grade, was the first time that's 9 years ago. Wow. Was the first time where I decided that I was going to make this like part of my personality. So I would like wear the shorts all the time. I hiked a mountain and like skied down in shorts, and like I went skydiving in a pair of their overalls, and I just did all these different stunts, marketing stunts, because I was fully in on the brand. For me to cut the shorts in half and kind of decide to move forward away from something that I've held so close to me for such a long time is a big step. So now is the hard part. I've taken the first step of, I'm going to cut the shorts down the middle, right? I'm no longer doing anything with Chubbies. And I want to replace the shorts that I'm wearing right now because I'm wearing a pair of Chubby shorts. all of my clothing is literally their clothing because I never buy new clothes and they just sent me stuff so I could post about it. But I need to take action on the idea that I have for Zeus, or else it'll never happen. Right now is the prime time. So today is day 1 of 75 Hard. I know I already made a video about this, how I was going to I had no doubt that I was going to be able to do all 75 days. And then there was a kind of a little bit of a blip because I had no doubt, but then financially, it caught up with me that I didn't have enough money. And so then like it was a downward cycle and blah, 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 right? We're back on track. We're going to finish the marathons this year. The Lord will provide. Financially, we're there. And so the goal is 75 hard, round 2. Actually, technically, it's like round 3 or round 4 because I tried a couple times to get this started, is to complete the challenge, right? 75 days, do, hour and a half workout for the chest and then 30 minutes of cardio. A little bit different than typical, I know. I do 4 hours of running every single weekend. I've got 6 weekends over the next 75 days where I'll be running a double marathon, Saturday marathon, Sunday marathon. So I will get plenty of outdoor cardio, don't worry. But the hour and a half of lifting is just so I can start building this version that I want to be, this version of myself, who I want to become. And then the 30 minutes cardio will just be on a bike. It'll be to mix up the daily mile, plus 30 minutes of biking. All together, it'll be around 40 minutes of cardio, close enough to 75 hard. It doesn't matter that you stick on the minute details of all, what is the goal of the challenge? It's to get you active for an hour and a half a day with a good mix of staying outside and, lifting. Well, I'm perfectly content with running a marathon every single weekend, being my outdoor cardio time, and then doubling the amount of cardio that the challenge requires by biking 30 minutes and running a mile every single day. I'm completely content with that on top of the lifting. My goal with this challenge is to finish 75 hard, to build the body that I want, but then as well to start moving towards this, away from this and towards Zeus, my own pair of custom clothing. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be, me buying $30 of custom fabric online or $50, wherever it is, getting it shipped in and going to a seamstress and sewing my own custom pair of shorts and beginning to wear them, during the marathons this year. That's what's going to be. They're not going to be great at first. It's going to be, difficult to make interesting designs. But look, I'm going to take steps towards it. I'm going to start only wearing clothing that I have made for myself. If it's something that I've custom ordered, so be it. If it's something that I've custom sewn, there we go. That's a plus. But altogether, it's just about moving towards who I want to become. Tyler turned 23 today. It feels like this past year has gone in a blink of an eye. I've run 34 marathons this year. All that has felt like a blink of an eye. Not that I don't feel, confident that I've spent my time well this year, but that daily sense of fulfillment I'm kind of lacking because I don't have something that I'm building consistently. I run the marathons, but so be it. I've run 34 marathons. What am I doing today? Every day I got to be moving towards who I want to become. And so if I'm not doing something today to move towards that version of myself, then it's not fulfilling. I'm just moving matter. It doesn't matter. I'm building a cutting board that I'll never sell, or maybe I'll sell it, but does that help me to build towards the person who I want to become? No. I need to be doing stuff that only the things that move me towards who I want to become. And so step 1 of that is to make a pair of shorts and finish 75 hard, and then just adopt, working out on a consistent basis as just the thing that I do. There's no excuse. I get out there all day, every day for 45 minutes minimum to do a lift just to stay fit. If I'm going to be an Ironman, then I'm going to have to start working out 5 hours a day anyways. So we're figuring out the financial piece. Well, how great would that be if I could make content every single day wearing my clothing, which set me up financially to spend more time working out? I could actually become an Ironman. I could actually compete at the Ironman World Championship and then even in the Olympics. I know for a fact that I can do that if I put the necessary work in to set up a system that allows me to do that. And I know that that's what I want to do with my life. I want to do these crazy 50 states adventures. I want to run Ironmans. So the physical side, the travel side, and then I want to write books and do public speaking. That honestly, that mix, if I'm always traveling and able to work out and run marathons across the country and do Ironmans and do all these crazy athletic challenges, and then as well, I'm always writing books, public speaking about my experiences that I'm doing across the country, well, then that's the perfect mix. That's my life. That's what I'm building towards and what I want. Eventually, it's just going to be raising money. I'm going to be like an investment firm, like capital, whatever the word is, manager, and of my own ideas, and then as well other people's ideas. And so then I'll just be going around the country to pitch people on ideas. And then I get to tell the stories of the things that I've done so people know who I am. Who is Wyatt Moss? Oh, he's the guy that ran a marathon in all 50 states when he was 22 years old. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to give this guy $5 million. That's it. It's all about building a story and then moving towards it every single day, having a vision in mind that you can move towards every single day, and having a daily fulfilling action of moving towards that vision. You can establish the story that who you are to move towards the vision of who you want to be. I've run 34 marathons this year. It's nice to know that. But the fulfilling thing is, what am I doing today? Because I've run 34 marathons this year, I have the confidence that I can build towards this vision that I have for myself. And so I'll take the steps today to start moving towards that vision. That way it's fulfilling today. And it's a constant process. This is the rest of my life. It's every single day using what I've done in the past as confidence that today I can build towards the vision that I have for the future. And the more that I do in the past, the brighter future I can forecast in the future. It was so great. I was on a roll for a second. The more that I do in the past gives me the confidence to dream even bigger in the future. There we go. Why not us?